Hello.
Hi. Welcome to Immersion.
Yes, Wednesday's immersion. What are we doing today? Crystals. Crystals and healing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody loves crystals.
I know. Shiny.
I'm just. This is actually the roller ball from my mouse. I took it out because I keep going to use that mouse, and then I have the mic on. I have to use the mouse up here, so I'm gonna.
You know what? I want to
So I
get
don't look like a goof like I did last week. Rolling my ball around. I'm like, hey, it's not working.
What's wrong with this thing?
What's wrong with my mouse? My mouse.
a
House. Okay. All right. Oh, Roy's back. Yay, Roy. Hi. Okay. Here we go. I've noticed that we spend like 10 minutes chatting about stuff before we get going. And I don't know. We, Lisa and Wendy and I have fun, but I don't know how fun that is for everybody else. So we should probably get our act together and start the healing portion of the serious business maybe by 5 after. We do want to give everybody a couple minutes in case, they weren't right on at 7 o'clock and,
Right.
Get settled and all that, but 10 minutes is probably too much.
I agree with you.
I understand. Anybody out there with the flu?
With the flu? Did you say with the flu?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's no fun. So today is crystals. Is she on? She might be. That might be her. I make orgonite, which I put crystals in. I just saw this in my mirror, but in my screen. So this is one that I made. It came out really ugly looking because it's a long story, but so I kept this one. But see, there are crystals in here. I've got quartz and lapis lazuli and kyanite, and I can't really see anymore what's all in here because, again, long story of why it came out like that. But it still works well. And I have this beautiful quartz here. And see this black thing here? Mm-hmm. This keeps on growing. Isn't that cool?
Oh, that's cool.
It was not like that when I got it. And I don't know if you can see. I'll hold it up there. See all those dots, those black specks in there?
Mm-hmm.
They were not there when I first got this. It did have the wavy things in there. I forget what those are called. They have a name, I'm pretty sure. Oh my God, this is new. This, can you see? Let's see, where's the camera? You probably can't see. Right here on the side, it almost looks like it's burnt. That's bizarre. That's definitely new. So, ancient as rocks are, they can be hundreds of millions years old, really. They still are alive and changing. And this isn't the only rock that I have that has changed. It just happens to be the one that's closest to where I'm sitting. And I brought with me an old friend. This is calcite. This beautiful friend of mine has done some powerful work. I have done powerful work with this stone. I came up behind somebody once. I had to put something in her back, and I didn't even touch her, and she jumped. I could feel it coming.
I love it.
The cool thing about this is it glows in the dark. Isn't that cool? All right. Oh, and I have a little piece of fluorite I grabbed. That's very pretty. Oh, and I have my malachite pyramid here. I got stones all over the place. I got some in my drawer here. I got them everywhere. So I love rocks, and I know most of you or some of you do too. So it'll be fun to talk about that. Lisa is back with us today.
Yay, Lisa.
Yay, we missed you.
I missed you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on sick patrol, so if I get up and leave, I'm on sick patrol.
Who's sick?
Oh, Heather's had the flu all week since Sunday.
Ugh.
Yeah.
No fun. Yeah.
She was
And
laying up.
Lisa's going to be getting a new computer, so we'll be able to see her lovely face better and hear her better.
You can see that I have
Which will be
automatic
great.
eyes and like actually hear me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't have to feel like I'm going, what? What'd you say?
What? Yeah, I'll actually have like a microphone. I'll have the whole thing set up. It'll be fabulous.
Fabulous. Yay. I recorded our promo for the radio thing today. I had recorded it a few weeks ago, and there was some echo or something, so we had to redo it. And for some crazy reason, it took 2 weeks to get together to do it again. So I just did it today. So we're still on track for going on the radio, which will be on Wednesday night, same time. But instead of hooking up to this webinar, you'll hook up to us on the radio, which is also on the internet. But you won't see our faces, so we can come looking like slobs if we want. Green stuff in our teeth, and it won't matter.
I'll be in my glory.
Yeah, Lisa will be nude. Okay, all right, we gotta be serious.
Yep, it's
Come on,
time
we
to
gotta
start.
be serious. Quit goofing around.
Time to go.
Okay, so we're gonna be channeling healing energy. It's gonna be coming out to all of you out there. Those of you watching that are with us live, and those of you that watch us on YouTube. Some people feel it the same whether they are on the live or the YouTube. They feel the same energy. Some people it doesn't feel the same. It feels less, not quite as intense. Everybody's different. I don't know because I'm kind of the tool, so I couldn't tell you how it would be for me. But that's what people report back. So in that part of this session, I will go off screen. You will get to look at my bookcase. No, you will not get to look at my bookcase because we're going to ask you to close your eyes. We want you to have an internal experience. We want you to allow the energy to flow to you, through you, in you, and it'll go wherever in your body, an etheric field, an energetic, emotional, anywhere. That it's for your highest good. So all you have to do is receive and experience, but keeping your eyes closed and staying centered, keeping your spine straight, your muscles and muscles and joints relaxed is helpful. Lying down or sitting down, slow, deep breaths, and you will not hear me. You will not see me. I go off screen only because sometimes I look like kind of funky when things are happening through me, and I don't know. I don't want that on tape. Don't ask me why. I haven't really thought that through. I just, at a gut level, don't want it. So there. Lisa and Wendy will be muted during that time, but they're still there, and the chat room is open for you at any time. Again, we want you to be experiencing the energy, but use the chat room anytime you have a question or a comment, and certainly during the Q&A with Source portion after the healing part, we want you to engage as much as you can. We love hearing from you. All right. Were there any questions? Nope. She's already muted. Okay. Okay, so Lisa will mute too, and off we go. All right. Get comfy. All right.
We lost Lisa.
Dear.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Well, you don't want to know why.
Oh.
It's not technology.
Oh, because of her daughter being sick?
Yeah. Pretty yucky. She messaged me and said, "Oh my God, I just flew out of my chair," and I thought, "Oh, that's amazing! Tell me more." No, don't tell me more.
Oh no.
No.
Well, she's the one that wants to keep coming back here, so
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, I know. I'll remind her of that.
Actually, when it's my kids, I mean, my kids could puke right on me, and I couldn't care less.
Right.
But anybody else?
I know.
I don't want to be within miles. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. Oh.
So we won't talk about it anymore. But wow, that was really great.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, right now I'm really, really, really warm. But during that I was so cold. Like I was getting like waves of this energy, and I had this like feeling in the very beginning of seeing myself pixelated. And I was talking with somebody about this the other day. We were talking about Star Trek. Remember when they would beam you up?
Yeah.
And they had that. It was kind of like that, but it was just like this flash, and I was just like, so I sat with that for a minute thinking, come back, because that was really cool.
Oh.
But I didn't. That's okay. Anybody else want to make a comment about what their experience was, or you want to start writing down your questions about crystals? I can't wait to get started on that. Yee.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so crystals.
Yeah, well, you know what? Can we ask this question? I mean, this is like really basic, but I thought I was trying to think of a question just to get the ball rolling a little bit. And so the one that came to my mind is just, what are the benefits of having crystals just lying around the house? Beyond the obvious ones that they're so beautiful.
Their vibration is emanating through the space, and so it affects the space. It raises the vibration of the space.
So is there, I mean, obviously, I think I know the answer to this is obvious, but is it kind of like the more the merrier, the more crystals, the higher the vibration? How much variety do you want to have?
If you start having too much, you can, how can I say? I can see the image.
Well, I know for a while.
You can have too much, like anything else, too much of a good thing,
Yeah.
So if you start having a whole lot of one, you want to make sure that if you start having big volumes of stones, that you have them the balanced, that you have, not too much of one thing that's going to make you, throw you off in one way or the other. Which leads me to think, those. You ever see those pictures? I've only seen pictures, but those huge quartz points that are 6, 8, 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
How cool would that be to have one in my house? But now that you posed that question, I'm thinking,
Maybe not. Maybe in a bigger house, or in a place where you could leave it outside.
You might lose gravity in your house. You're just gonna float around.
Well, I know that when I first started adding to my collection, because I've always had some, and I had them up in my room, not around the house. I couldn't sleep for a little bit, and then when I moved them out, then I was like, oh God, I can sleep now. But now I can have all of them in there. I can have them under my bed; they don't bother me.
Yeah.
Anyway, Marissa says, when you have crystals in the home, do you need to cleanse them? If so, how often and how?
All right. So there's the standard procedures that you hear about, to wash them in salt water, lay them outside or in a window at least during a full moon. I like to spritz them. if I've used, no, I don't really have to do this anymore, but when I first was doing healing work, I used crystals a lot. And if I used them on somebody to clear something or heal something or, whatever we were doing, whether it was emotional, it doesn't matter, I would spritz them then with rose water. So essential oil of rose, a few drops, 5 to 10 drops in a little spritzer bottle of distilled water. And because rose is such a high, we got an echo or something? Oh, is that Lila? Wendy's granddaughter's with us again today. Rose oil has a very high frequency. Is it 320, 420 megahertz, which is very high. It's like one of the highest oils, if not the highest. So that a very high vibration will, like I said, just spritz it over the stone and it'll clear it. Having high stones like selenite and angel aura, some kyanite, stones like that, they're very strong, that help to keep other stones clean. Oh, and those little tiny little pebble ones, what are those called? Those are really good. I keep those, like where I have a bunch of stones, I have a little one of those in there. It starts with an R. If anybody knows what that is, oh God, I can't believe I can't think of the name of it.
No,
maybe it'll come to me. Anyway, so yeah, so I guess judge by what kind of activity is going on in your house. If you've got a lot of negative people traipsing through your space, then you're going to want to clean them. If you're doing a lot of healing work on yourself or others, you're going to want to clean them. If you're doing crystal rituals is a modality that I created and teach people, but it's a way of using crystals to take on healing for whatever situation. So those stones are doing a lot of work. So you want to, take care of them. But I don't think you have to be like a fanatic about it.
Can't you also clean them with smudging or visualizing, white light?
Yes.
Okay. There was another question. I'm being the girl today. What crystals would you recommend to someone that has negative energy floating about the home or is prone to psychic attacks?
Are we talking about a specific person?
I believe she's asking about herself.
Okay.
I can't be sure.
Let's
If she want,
because it feels like this is an answer for a specific person, so I don't want to give a general answer if it's just for, you know what I mean. I want to be sure to clarify before we answer that.
Okay. Well, then you let me know if that's specific.
Okay, but well, hold on. Let me pose the question for a generic answer.
Okay.
But see, I'm getting kind of conflicting answers because I feel like there's a specific case here going on as well.
Okay.
It's a white stone. It's not selenite. What is it? It's a white. Starts with an A. There's a white stone. Starts with. Is it angelite or something like that? Is there a white something like? Does that sound right?
Angelite, I thought, was a little bit blue, and the girl, and she says
that's kind of blue. Yeah. But there's something white that it starts with an A. It's not a. Oh, a apophyllite would be nice.
Apophyllite.
Apophyllite can be tricky. Hold on. Since I'm not getting the.
She's.
Boy, I didn't factor this in when we talked about crystals. No. I don't know the names of them offhand. Well, definitely aqua aura, angel aura, black kyanite, not too big of a piece, copper.
And it's about
which is technically metal, not a stone, but
It's about the specific person that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I just said was generic, specific person. Get copper wire and make yourself I forget what the shape is called, but it's like a spiral, and then it comes up, and then it spirals the other way. That's called something. I don't know what it is, but so is that clear? You know, the spiral, and then up around, and then spiraling the other way. Make yourself one. It doesn't have to be too big. You know, like an inch, inch and a half. It's easy to make. I figured out how to do it just by going on, Googling it or YouTubing it or something. Wear that on a leather piece on the neck. Ah, rhodozite. See, when it was important, it came through. Rhodozite is that stone, the little itty bitty stone I was talking about. Get a piece of rhodozite, somehow attach that to that spiral thingy. If you can, otherwise put it in a little bag, a little pouch next to it. There's something about the throat on this person. Can you turn that down, please?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yep.
It's distracting me.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I know you're trying to keep her occupied. It's okay. This person needs to breathe and allow movement through the throat. Where'd she go?
I'm right here.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
So whoever I'm answering this to, if you're not clear what I'm saying, respond, okay?
All right.
All right.
I'll see. Wait a minute. It says, I'm clairvoyant and am super sensitive, so I pick up on pretty much everything. So I experience a lot of chatter and pick up other people's energy, especially the yucky stuff. I know exactly.
That would explain the rhodozite.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, the spiral. I've drawn that exact spiral image since I was a child. Thank you so much. That resonates so deeply.
Okay, I'm good.
And then I've got lots of crystals and love rocks too. Yay! What is the best way to ask a crystal to do a specific task? And do damaged ones work as well as perfect ones?
Damaged as far as, they get cracked, that it's okay. Yes, they can work just as well. When they're done working, they'll disappear on you. They're done. They will disappear, and you won't find them till they're ready to come back, if they are ever ready to come back. If you converse with them, well, like I have one that I tried for a long time to resuscitate and finally had to plant him in my garden, but I tried because it belonged to somebody else and they really wanted it, and but they'll also tell you when they're done. When they're done, they're done. You can just tell, and so then you bring them back to the earth. So yeah, no, cracked ones are fine. And what was the first part of the question? How to get them to do something for you?
Yeah.
You ask them. You ask them, and however you hold them and set the intention and commune with them, and then the critical part here though is going to be asking them, where do they want to reside in your space? Do they want to be inside or outside? Do they want to be, on your dresser? Do they want to be, on your mantle? Do they want to be in the kitchen? So once you've done that, allow them to lead you to where they want to be in your space to do the work that you've asked them to do. Okay? And don't think it through. Just let it go and don't second guess it. Okay? It might be some weird place. It's okay. Just let them lead.
Perfect. Hi, Karen. I just had a complete health breakdown from an epoxy my plumber used. I am so allergic to the ingredient. It is called toluene. Is there a stone that will help that can help protect us from dangerous chemicals or chemical sensitivities?
Stones. Because of course, my brain, my conscious self, immediately goes to purification from Young Living, which I don't sell, by the way. So it's not. I'm not selling it, but it's good stuff. Black kyanite.
Perfect. And then going back to the stones, that when we're asking about charging them with a job, should they be in a grid?
They don't have to be.
And can information be accessed from the crystal, and how is that done?
Information about the crystal itself or information in general?
Can we ask both? I'd like to know both.
Okay. So information about the crystal itself, so same thing, hold it, commune with it, you know. I don't have any other comment. I sleep with stones not a lot, but frequently. You know, you can sleep with them, put them under your pillow, spend time with them.
Yeah. But
just asking the question and being with it and allowing what comes forth to come forth, that you'll know that. So that's asking about the stone itself. To get answers from the stone, not every stone is going to have an answer to everything. So what I do, if I feel like I need a stone, I kind of move through my space and let the one that I need appear, and then I just grab it and hold on to it and use it and commune with it and allow. And again, it's allowing. So again, it's not going to be every stone, every stone having every answer. It's you have to find the right one.
Perfect.
And trust that you have it. Okay, so you'll end up with favorites, of course. But.
And my favorites rotate.
See?
Yeah. I mean, I still have ones that I think are much prettier. Actually, one of my favorite stones, when I look at it sometimes still, I'm kind of surprised I bought it because it's not pretty at all. Like, it's not like it's just all right. I did a meditation once, a stone meditation that was just amazing. And how we started doing it is we had to dig a stone out of a little cup of dirt, and we had to look at it as being beautiful, even though none of them really were. So that was cool. But so this stone there's so many beautiful species of it, but the one I wanted, the one that felt the most right in my hand, was really ugly. I mean, it looks like a blob of something that melted, but but it's just got this amazing feeling to it, so it's good. All right, now we got more questions popping up. What about going back to the crystals clearing out the chemical toxins and so forth? What about black tourmaline?
In this case, not as good as the kyanite.
Okay. All right. Are there any stones or crystals good for improving connections with other people, showing greater compassion for others and oneself? I love that question. That is awesome.
Yeah. Citrine pops in right away. Abalone, which technically, obviously, is a shell, but we when we're talking about crystals, abalone, the shells kind of by default fall in that category because nobody just talks about shells, really. Although shells are very amazing. I have some pretty cool stories about shells. Blue topaz. Okay, so we got abalone. What was the first one I said?
Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, I can't remember.
Okay, blue topaz, abalone. I forget what I said first. Somebody remember? Oh well, we'll have to look at the tape again. Malachite, but you have to be careful with malachite for that application, but you can use applique. You use malachite. If you're going to use it for that application, use a small piece. Oh, citrine. That's why I said citrine.
That's right, citrine. And I was just remembering that too. What about rose quartz?
Yeah, that would work. But rose quartz really is, if it more helps to enhance your love center, your love, which of course then translates to being a more loving person and connecting with other people.
Right. Well,
so that's kind of like a step along the way. So if you want to jump straight to connecting with other people, use those other ones. I mean, use rose quartz along with it, of course.
Yeah.
But those others will give you a head start a little bit further.
Perfect.
And let me just say that these answers are just what I'm getting coming in now. They may or may not align with what the books say. I do have one book of stones that I like to look at once in a while, but for the most part, I don't really go by what the books say, because every you have 10 pieces of malachite, they're going to have 10 different vibrations and 10 different things. So I kind of gave up on using the book as the rule. Like I said, I like to reference it sometimes just to see if it aligns with what I'm using it for, something for. But so anyway, so don't go look this up in a book. Maybe some of them will match up with the book. I don't know. But if they don't, it's just the way it is. Okay.
That's it. I guess I don't think we have any more.
Okay. Well, that was 7:41. Ooh.
Yeah, how about that?
I thought,
What?
There's somebody that I thought for sure she'd have lots of questions, but she's not on Wednesdays because she teaches at the community college on Wednesday nights. But I was thinking we could do fairies on Sunday, and she'll definitely want that one. So, okay. Any other? Oh, selenite. Well, we're waiting for any other questions. Selenite, S-E-L-E-N-I-T-E. It's a white stone. It's actually it's kind of like a stone. It's almost like a powder, but it's solid. Gypsum. Gypsum?
Yeah, like that's one stone you can't really get too wet. Isn't that right? Because it'll dissolve.
Yeah. So selenite is a great stone to have in all four corners of your space, of your house. I have, over the years, there's been a few people that we've had to, they were instructed to bury it around the perimeter of their property. Selenite is hard to take over, and it's a very powerful, and it helps keep the white light, so that's a good stone also to carry with your to have with your other stones, but to have in your space. It's just reminded me because I've got a selenite lamp sitting here looking at me. I've got one in here, always in my office. I have one in my living room. I love selenite.
It feels good.
Yeah. So, you know what's a great stone? And somebody gifted me this. Can you see it? See that big thing right? Where's my finger? Right there.
The white one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is petrified wood, which is, I mean, I guess technically it's wood, but it's considered a stone. And petrified wood is such a powerful thing. That one I fell in love with a while ago, and somebody gifted to me, and they won't tell me who it was. So whoever it is, thank you so much. I already said thank you to them, but I just really appreciate it. But anyway, petrified wood is a very lovely, lovely stone to have around. It's very soft and gentle, very friendly, calming. So if you just want to have some other nice stones that you can have as your buddies, that's one to consider. So, okay.
Okay.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
I think we're
Did we
good.
get any feedback on anybody's experience today?
There was, Nick said he had ringing in his ears, and Roy, way down here, we were so into it, I didn't. Said he could feel the energy flowing from the top of his head down to his toes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's always a beautiful thing.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So, thank you, everyone. Remember, we're on Facebook, Immersion with Source. We're on YouTube. Check us. Look, if you want to get a refresher, or if you missed one, you want to share with your friends and loved ones. Go to our YouTube channel. It's just my name, Karen Smoot. And I think you can search on YouTube for my name, or you can search for Immersion with Source. Those will be the two ways, I guess.
Yeah.
So, okay, so Sunday, I guess, what do you think, fairies?
Well, I thought you said angelic realm.
Oh, I did!
Yeah.
Angelic Realm is Sunday.
Yeah.
Excuse me, you're right. All right, well, we'll have to do fairies the following Sunday. We'll come up with something else for Wednesday. Because I know that she'll want to be part of that one.
You sure will.
Yeah, I totally forgot. Patty's not here. We went and saw a movie last week, and I was telling somebody, oh, yeah, I went to see a movie, and I'm thinking, I don't even remember what it was. I remember going to see Selma, but that was a while ago, and I just saw this movie. I cannot for the life of me remember what the heck it was.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm just...
That's how my mind gets sometimes, too.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta figure out something to blame it on. Not taking my vitamins or something. I don't know. So Angelic Realm on Sunday. We'll figure out something for Wednesday, and then next Sunday we'll do fairies.
I'm excited.
Yes, you're welcome, David. You're welcome, Connie.
And Marissa.
You're welcome, Marissa. You're welcome, Carol. I'm not gonna scroll down, but thank you. Thank you. Well, no. Thank you to all of you for coming, and yes, you're welcome. Always welcome. We all love you. And by we, I mean not only Lisa and Wendy and I, but the whole team that comes with and actually pushed us into doing this, and is really the crux of what we're doing. So we wouldn't be able to do it without them. So, and they love you
very much.
They love all of us.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
See, I took the ball off and I still went for it. Here we go.